Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Wake Up and Live. This is Bob. Today I want to focus on the question of which is your favorite Jamaican yam? If you haven't yet done so, please like, share, subscribe, and tell someone about my video. For several years now, Jamaicans been very dominant in the Olympics and track and field around the world. They've always been dominant, by the way. But if you ask every other Jamaican why this is so, they will jokingly tell you it's because of the Jamaican yams. But yam production in Jamaica has a long history. But perhaps the period or the thing that inspired the popular growth of yam in Jamaica might be very well be the 1970s. The Jamaican administration in the 1970s, along with its social justice reform policies, decided to make Jamaica a food sufficient country and started by creating a organization they called the AMC. I believe it was the Agricultural Marketing Corporation, which would be the middle person between selling and buying and producing the yams, right? But most importantly, though, what this did for Jamaica was to elevate a staple food we know as yams to a very, very high level of importance in the Jamaican diet. My grandfather was a yam planter. He was from St. Anne, Brownstown, St. Anne, an area in Brownstown called Minnerdale, where he produced different types of yam, but his specialty was the yellow yam, the notable Jamaican yellow yam. All right, yam production subsequently became so popular that as a boy, I remember in Montego Bay, the area we refer to as Creek Street was once referred to also as Folder Bridge, and that was a popular area for yam vendors selling roast yam and saltfish. If you're traveling from far, like coming from Kingston late at night, or coming from the night shift from the hotels, or wherever you're coming from late at night, the clubs or wherever, there would always be a roast yam vendor in the Folder Bridge area, and likewise out at Clock, at Barnett Street, the area, the infamous under the Clock area. There were a lot of yam vendors. You could see them way into the night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You're coming home, you could get roast yam and saltfish. A very delicious street food delicacy. All right. But which is your favorite Jamaican yam? Jamaica is known for many different yams, of course. Um, right after the video, please drop me a line. Tell me which is your favorite yams. How do you like it prepared, and so forth. And or if there's a yam that's special to your area in Jamaica. Um, of course, first of all, though, Jamaica's several yams spans a very long list. Jamaica's most infamous yam, which is the yellow yam. Yellow yam is, you can tell from the yellow pigments in it, it's distinct from all the other yams. Very delicious yam. Doesn't matter how you do it, roast it, boil it, bake it. You could make a fufu out of it. It doesn't matter. The yam is good. There's also Affu Yam. When yam production became popular in Jamaica, um, the Affu Yam took a certain spotlight at the time also. Um, there's what you call a Negro Yam. Uh, yes, so some people refer to it as nigger yam, but Negro Yam is also very delicious yam. Um, Lucea Yam, which is supposed to be pretty much indigenous to the Hanover area, the Lucy area of Hanover. The Lucea Yam is a very popular yam. Um, there's also what we call a sweet yam. Uh, there is also Renta Yam. Um, Renta Yam, I remember people farm yams in the bushes and abandon the farm. Those Renta Yam tend to go on forever. So, people would go later on, years after, and still be able to dig yams. They would call them old yams. That's yams left back from people growing yams in the bushes. The Renta Yam, very versatile yam, stays around for a long time. There's another popular yam we call a Saint Vincent yam. Saint Vincent yam, you know it from the purplish look. It has a purple dye. When you cook it in a pot, boil it, it leaves a purplish dye in the pot, and the yam itself looks very purple. It's a versatile yam also, meaning if you just put it down, it will grow and it will keep growing and keep bearing and keep growing and growing and growing. I've grown lots of Renta yam. I mean Saint Vincent yam, and it tends to grow away. I've had one yam grow all the way from my fence here behind me, grow all the way under the fence over to the neighbor's property. That's a Saint Vincent yam. There's also what we call the Pum-Pum Yam, and Pum-Pum Yam because it tends to have a lot of V-shape parts to it, which looks like the female vagina, and in Jamaica they refer to it as a Pum-Pum Yam. There's also what I know as white yam. Um, that's one of the very good eating yam also. Um, but if you do know a yam that I did not mention, please drop me a line in the comment section and tell me your best yam, your the yam that's most popular in your area, how best you like your yam prepared, what do you like it with, and so forth. All right. I hope I made you a little nostalgic and a little hungry at the same time. So thank you for watching. This is Wake Up and Live with Bob. And again, if you haven't yet done so, please like, share, subscribe, and tell someone about my videos. Thanks again for watching.